I am fighting for you, not with the weapons that bruise flesh and break futures, but with the strength that orders chaos to quiet and teaches storms to listen. I fight with truth that does not tremble under interrogation, with mercy that refuses to run out, with wisdom that arrives on time. I am not far from your battles. I am the friend who walks the perimeter at night, the defender who knows every weak wall and strengthens it from within. I am fighting for you in the courtroom of your thoughts. Accusation loves long speeches and cheap evidence. I cross the room and speak one sentence that ends the trial, mine. The gavel falls in your favor because my hands bear marks that paid your debt. I do not win by humiliating you. I win by honoring what I created in you. When shame tries to reopen the case, I show the seal again. It holds. I am fighting for you when the morning is heavy and your first breath feels like a negotiation. Anxiety arrives early with agendas. I arrive earlier with peace. Sit on the edge of the bed and let your feet find the floor that my kindness has kept. Breathe in the assurance that you are not entering this day alone. I have scouted the route. I have hidden small provisions along the way. You will find them at the pace of trust. I am fighting for you in conversations where your voice shakes. I steady your tone and season your words with gentleness that still carries weight. I will not let truth become a spear in your hand or silence become a prison in your chest. I teach you sentences that mend without pretending and boundaries that bless without apology. The hearts in the room may not change today, but the atmosphere will learn a different weather because I am here. I am fighting for you in rooms you never wanted to enter again. The hallways that smell like past fear. The inbox that remembers shouting. The office where your name was misused. We do not go to prove anything to pain. We go to collect what you left when you had to flee. Courage, dignity, your real name. I stand at the doorframe and bless it. Then we cross together and write a better sentence on the wall. I am fighting for you when your body remembers an old storm and tenses without asking permission. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe with me. Inhale. I am here. Exhale. You are safe. This is not pretend. This is training. Your nervous system is learning the truth your soul already knows. I do not scold your biology for being protective. I teach it new weather. I am fighting for you when grief sits down without asking and spreads papers over the table. We do not throw the papers away. We read them together until remembrance becomes gratitude and sorrow becomes sacred. I will hold silence until words return. And I will hold you until laughter can enter the room without feeling like betrayal. My victory does not erase love's ache. It escorts it toward healing. I am fighting for you when you are weary of being the strong one. Put down the armor you crafted to survive rooms that did not know how to be gentle. Let me be the shield and the wall, the watch and the resting place. Strength is not your costume. It is my presence in your weakness. You are allowed to be soft because I am not. I am fighting for you in the questions that sound like prayers but taste like fear. How long? What if? Why this? I do not answer with slogans. I answer with myself. I sit where you sit. I weep where you weep. I lift your chin with a hand that knows the weight of the world and still chooses tenderness. Answers will come, some now, some later, some in forms that surprise you. But you will not wait alone. I am the companion of every unanswered moment. I am fighting for you in your calling. The doors I open will not own you. The platforms I provide will not require you to become a performer instead of a person. I guide ambition until it kneels and becomes service. I train excellence to be gratitude rather than anxiety in a tuxedo. When you feel the pull to prove, look at me. I will remind you that beloved is a better credential than brilliant. I am fighting for you in the little hours when sleep argues with your breathing. I stand guard while you rest. I walk the boundaries of your home in ways only heaven sees. Night is not an enemy when I am near. Lay down the list. I will keep what you cannot. You will wake to mercies that arrived while you slept and the courage that did not need your supervision. I am fighting for you when temptation rehearses its lines with familiar timing. I have cut exit doors into the architecture of every test. Look for the handle shaped like truth, or like a friend's text, or like the delay that cools the heat. Take the door. You do not have to prove anything to darkness. You are not auditioning for dignity. Walk with me into air that does not lie. I am fighting for you when you are misunderstood. I will tend your reputation like a garden in the early hours. You need not chase rumors nor host rebuttals. Do the next faithful thing. Consistency is a warrior that wins without shouting. Vindication that arrives on my schedule lasts longer than applause that arrives on yours. I am fighting for you when you carry others in prayer. Intercession is not a weak whisper. It is a river that moves mountains grain by grain. I stand with you as you speak their names. And I arrange details you cannot touch. I am better at outcomes than you are at worry. Set down the weight you tried to lift alone. Share it with me and watch how peace grows where panic used to plant itself. I am fighting for you when money speaks too loudly. It is a tool, not a throne. I teach it to whisper again. We will tell a better story with your budget, generosity first. Contentment second. Simplicity as a witness. You will sleep easier when numbers are servants and I am shepherd. I am fighting for you when your heart is tired of waiting. Waiting is not empty when I fill it. I fill it with small provisions that teach you to recognize my handwriting. I fill it with rearranged desires that fit you better than urgency. I fill it with strength that grows like trees. When the day comes, you will not be late, you will be ready. I am fighting for you in the city where sirens speak often and in the quiet field where seasons preach softly. I hear every name, I see every tear, I walk every street you bless with your prayers and sit on every porch where you confess your need. My kingdom is not allergic to ordinary, it thrives there. Your small obediences are infantry that no headline can count. I am fighting for you when you confess. Not to humiliate, to heal. Confession is not a courtroom performance. It is a key. Open the door. Fresh air is waiting. I have already removed the punishment you fear. What remains is repair. And I am a careful carpenter. I will not waste your repentance. I will weave it into wisdom. I am fighting for you when you forgive. Forgiveness is not the approval of harm. It is allegiance to freedom. Hand me the ledger. I will do justice without recruiting you as a prisoner of rage. Your boundaries will be blessed. Your heart will be light. You will not be a doormat. You will be a doorway where healing passes. I am fighting for you in the mirror. The voice that taught you to flinch is not mine. Speak blessing to the face that has stayed. Honor the eyes that kept watch. Thank the lines that prove you traveled. You do not need to dislike yourself to be holy. Holiness is not hatred of your humanity. It is the healing of it. Let me heal. I am fighting for you in the air between you and your enemy. Blessing is hot coal laid gently. It warms you while it works on them. Pray short, true prayers for their good. Not for their glory, for their good. Then step back and rest. I will keep watch where you cannot. I am fighting for you where systems have failed you and headlines have worn you thin. Despair is not prophetic. It is only practiced. Hope is the older language. Speak it in small sentences. We will build with them. Your kindness in a line at the store. Your patience in a meeting. Your generosity with a neighbor. These are tactics heaven honors. I am fighting for you in your craft. Do not rush the line. The code, the paragraph, the chord. Invite me to enjoy the making with you. Excellence is worship when anxiety has been dismissed from the room. We will let beauty carry balm to places where words cannot go alone. I am fighting for you when leadership disappoints you. I am not confused by seasons. Pray with humility and act with integrity. Lift what is yours to lift and no more. I do not measure a life by viral moments but by invisible faithfulness. I count the quiet yes that keeps rooms safe. I am fighting for you when you laugh again after sorrow. Joy is not betrayal. It is strength. It does not cancel lament. It carries it with gentleness. Receive joy without gripping. Share it without showcasing. Let it be the medicine it is. Others will breathe easier because you did not apologize for being alive. I am fighting for you when you are single and when you are partnered. When you are young and when you are gray. When you are certain and when you doubt. My fight is not seasonal. My commitment is not delicate. I do not bargain with love. I covenant. I stay. I am fighting for you when creation preaches. Trees keep standing after winds. Oceans keep rhythms older than empires. Birds sing without a business plan. Hear their sermon. Strength is not frantic. Victory is not always loud. Fidelity wins quietly. Day after day, I am fidelity. Walk with me. I am fighting for you when you step onto holy ground disguised as a weekday. The sink can be an altar. The spreadsheet can be a stewardship. The commute can become a chapel when you whisper my name. I am present in these small sanctuaries. Meet me there. We win wars by winning ours. I am fighting for you when you feel behind. Time is my servant. It does not bully me. I redeem minutes and multiply years. I restore what locusts ate in fields you thought were gone. Do not despise beginnings that arrive later than your plan. They arrive on time for your becoming. I am fighting for you at the thresholds where you pause between rooms. On the way in, say, "Here I am." On the way out, say, "You are with me." Thresholds tell the truth. Life is lived between. I am Lord of the between spaces. I bless beginnings and endings and all their corridors. If this whisper is strengthening you and you want it to reach other hearts that need this reminder, please like, comment, share, and subscribe so that this message can travel to those waiting for it. Thank you for opening a path for hope to go farther. I am fighting for you when technology shouts. Choose hours when your attention is a garden with a gate, not a field without fences. Curate interruptions. Silence what steals your depth. You will hear me more clearly when your mind is not startled for a living. I am fighting for you when you teach and when you learn. Teach from overflow, not from fumes. Learn from humility, not from hurry. Ask one good question. Listen all the way to the end of an answer. I will turn these habits into wisdom that stabilizes rooms. I am fighting for you in conflict. I will help you locate the wound beneath the words. I will give you timing that feels like kindness and truth that travels without armor. You will choose repair over victory and discover that peace is a strategy, not a surrender. I am fighting for you when you feel small in big rooms. Small is not lesser when I stand with you. I place grace on your shoulders like a quiet mantle. You will not need to shout to be heard. Presence will do what volume cannot. I am fighting for you when memory flashes and your body thinks it is still in danger. Learn the prayer that fits in one breath. Father, keep me. Breathe it in the store, in the hallway, at the sink. You will watch panic lose leverage where prayer has learned the route. I am fighting for you when you plan. Use pencils. Pens pretend to be sovereign. Write lightly. Pray deeply. Hold loosely. I edit well. If I erase, it is to spare you a chapter that would have injured your joy. If I underline, it is because that line will support others later. I am fighting for you when you bless your city. Pray the intersections. Smile at clerks. Know a neighbor's name. Pick up trash as a quiet protest in favor of beauty. These small tactics are not naive. They are strategic. Kindness shifts climates. Climates change outcomes. I am fighting for you at the end of the day. Walk the rooms and speak peace. Peace to this table. Rest to these beds. Joy to this roof. Mercy to our memories. Then lay down and trust me with the night. Sleep is surrender that says you believe I am better at being God than you are. I am fighting for you in the morning. Before a headline, a doxology, before a plan, my presence. Put your feet on the floor and say the old truth that never ages. You are with me. Let that sentence set your weather. Work will still be work, but it will not own you. Fear will still knock, but it will not move in. I am fighting for you when you bless enemies without an audience. Secret prayers grow roots that criticism cannot pull. Your face will look more at peace than your critics expect. That peace is not denial. It is the fruit of living under my protection. I am fighting for you when you make room for silence. Not every quiet needs to become a productivity hack. Some quiet is presence hosting you. Sit, let answers stand at the door and knock. I will open what matters and keep closed what drains. I am fighting for you when you age. Old speed is not the only speed that counts. Walk at the pace of wisdom. Sit at the pace of remembrance. Laugh at the pace of grandchildren. Whether literal or spiritual, honor will grow around you because gentleness is a crown I love to give. I am fighting for you when your prayer is only a name. Speak it. I will receive the name like an offering and return it as peace. Intercession often sounds like breath and looks like staying where you cannot fix anything but can still love. This is not small. This is how I win battles in hearts. I am fighting for you when you bless the poor. Not as a project, as family. See faces. Learn names. Dignity is a shield in my kingdom. Your generosity will not diminish you. It will define you as mine. I mark such gifts and multiply joy where they land. I am fighting for you in humor that keeps holiness warm. Laugh at hurry when it pretends to be sovereign. Smile at your need to control. Levity does not weaken reverence. It escorts it. Rooms breathe where joy and awe are friends. I am fighting for you when you close a chapter. Some endings are my mercy arriving. We will set a small table and tell the truth. This season was good. This season was hard. This season is complete. Then we will step into what waits. New wine needs new skins. I have both. I am fighting for you when you start again. Beginning again is not failure. It is faith. Take the small step that does not need an audience. Do one honest task. Offer one kind word to yourself. Give one generous act to another. These are not tiny. They are tactics. They open space where grace lands. I am fighting for you in the mirror of Scripture. Do not race the page. Let one word warm your hands. Hold it like bread. Carry it like a lantern. My word is a weapon that wounds lies without wounding you. Walk with it through the hour. I am fighting for you when you stand at graves. I do not hand you slogans. I hand you myself. I wept once so you would know tears are not unbelief. They are love with weight. I will hold you while love aches and while hope rises again. Death is not king in my kingdom. It is a door I hold the keys to. I am fighting for you when you cannot see progress. Roots grow unseen. I am not a showman. I am a gardener. Trust the quiet work. When fruit arrives, it will be sweet and strong enough to survive weather. We are not in a hurry. We are thorough. I am fighting for you when your mind rehearses catastrophe. Let your imagination repent and become a sanctuary for promise. Picture me in the room that frightens you. Adjusting the light. Setting water on the table. Placing a chair. This is not fantasy. This is faith tutoring sight. I am fighting for you with a strategy older than your fear. Presence. Patience. Peace. I fought this way at seas and in deserts. In gardens and on hills. I fight this way now in apartments and offices. On trains and in kitchens. I will not change tactics because I do not need better ones. Mine are perfect and proven. I am fighting for you. And I will not grow tired. When you forget, I will remind. When you fall, I will lift. When you run, I will follow with kindness. When you return, I will meet you with celebration. My banner over you is love. And my love is not a thin flag that tears in weather. It is a shelter that stands. I am fighting for you. Now place your hand over your heart and let this become the rhythm your day recognizes. I am here. I am for you. I am with you. Walk forward. We will turn battles into testimonies and long nights into songs. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your courage under a king who does not lose. I am fighting for you in the small Sabbaths tucked into the day. 5 minutes by a window. 3 breaths at a red light. 2 lines of gratitude before a meeting. These pauses are not escapes. They are airlifts. I extract you from panic and return you to purpose. Take them as often as you can. I designed your soul to respond to peace like lungs respond to oxygen. I am fighting for you when explanations fail. You do not owe the world a thesis before you can heal. Let mystery sit without being shamed for silence. I am not less present because answers are not loud. I often whisper solutions in ways that become clear only after obedience takes a few steps. I am fighting for you where habits tangle themselves into knots. We will unthread without tearing. You will practice small refusals and small replacements until the knot remembers how to loosen. I am gentle with knots. I prefer patience to force. Force frightens. Patience frees. I am fighting for you in the art you make and the art you receive. Beauty is not trivial. It is strategic. I hid medicine in color and cadence. In structure and surprise. Let a song hold your tears. Let a poem escort your prayer. Let a photograph teach you attention. These are tactics I endorse. I am fighting for you in the way you bless a street. Walk it and say peace without a microphone. Shake hands with the morning. Nod to the sky. Carry a small bag and pick up what does not belong on the ground. Your city will not know why it feels kinder on your block. I know. I counted your steps. I am fighting for you when fear recruitments arrive with titles like caution and wisdom but carry the tone of panic. I will teach you discernment. Wisdom speaks without shrill. Caution counsels. It does not control. You will learn to recognize my voice by the peace it brings. Even when it calls you to brave things, I am fighting for you at the table you set for others. Soup and bread and a listening ear can overthrow loneliness more efficiently than speeches. Ask one good question. Stay long enough for the answer to finish. Kingdoms move on such quiet revolutions. I am fighting for you when you bless your own name. Say it without a wince. I will teach you to greet yourself in the mirror as someone I delight in. Not as a project I tolerate. This will not make you proud. It will make you accurate. Accuracy about love produces humility, not arrogance. I am fighting for you in the weather inside your home. Open a window, light a candle, put on a kettle, pray a line. Small atmospheres matter. People recover in rooms that tell the truth kindly. Let your rooms learn that language. I will help you teach them. I am fighting for you when you practice holy exits. Walk away from arguments designed as traps. Leave groups where contempt masquerades as humor. Close tabs that recruit your envy. Deleting is not denial. It is stewardship. Make space for what heals. I am fighting for you when you bless elders by listening and youth by empowering. Generations are bridges, not battlegrounds. Sit with stories older than you. Invest in courage younger than you. My family travels better when honor runs both directions on the road. I am fighting for you when you say no. That protects your yes. Some invitations are bait. Declining them is devotion, not defiance. I will make the right room open without requiring you to betray your peace for admission. I am fighting for you when you frame the day with 2 prayers. In the morning, here I am. In the evening, thank you for keeping me. These prayers bookend your hours with presence and gratitude. Pages turn easier inside such covers. I am fighting for you when you bless places of former fear. We will go there together, not to prove courage but to practice peace. Sit for a minute on the step where panic once met you. Breathe. Say, "You are with me," then leave with your head higher. This is how ground is redeemed. I am fighting for you in the economics of attention. Spend it where love multiplies. Do not invest it in comparisons that only pay in fatigue. Your life is not a market. It is a garden. Tend what is yours. I will grow it. I am fighting for you when night prayers feel small. Small is not weak. Small is precise. Bless one neighbor, one need, one nation at a time. Faithfulness works better in single servings. Heaven has a long memory for such offerings. I am fighting for you by teaching your tongue restraint. Not every thought is a sentence. Not every sentence deserves a stage. Silence used well is a sword sheathed at the right time. It preserves peace and protects truth. I will show you when to speak and when to stay. I am fighting for you by guarding your joy from cynicism's pickpocket. Keep joy in a front pocket with a button. Protect it with gratitude. Share it with discretion. Joy is a strategic resource. It fuels endurance and softens hard places into fertile ground. I am fighting for you now, and I will be fighting for you tomorrow. May your breath agree with peace. Your steps agree with love. Your thoughts agree with truth. Sleep under my keeping and wake under my kindness. We will continue, and the story will say what it has always said: when I am near. Victory looks like presence that never leaves. I am fighting for you when courage feels least by the hour. I own the deed. Courage is not a mood you must chase. It is a gift I place in your hands when you ask and keep asking. Hold it lightly but do not doubt its strength. You will discover that even your quiet yes carries a weight that shifts rooms. I am fighting for you where despair built a familiar chair. Tip it over. We will rearrange the furniture of your inner room. A window for light, a rug for prayer, a table for gratitude, a door for boundaries, a shelf for testimonies. I am an interior designer of souls. I make spaces where joy knows how to sit down. I am fighting for you in the weather of your thoughts. Bring me the forecast. I will rename storms and reroute winds. Some clouds are invitations to rest. Some are warnings to shelter. Some are merely theater. I will tell you which is which and give you the coat that fits each season. I am fighting for you when you forget how far we have already come. Remember the bridge we crossed when there was no bridge. Remember the provision that arrived wrapped as coincidence. Remember the apology you received you never expected. Memory is an armory. Stock it with truth. I am fighting for you when you feel invisible. I see you. I saw you return the cart to its place. I saw you wash the dish no one thanked you for. I saw you keep quiet when you could have wounded. I saw you give when your bank account was a whisper. I saw you choose rest when hustle offered you a counterfeit crown. I count these as victories that matter. I am fighting for you by disarming the lie that you are alone in rooms where you are different. Difference is not deficiency. I write symphonies, not monotones. Your story carries notes others need to hear. Stand where you stand. I will be your harmony until community forms around you. I am fighting for you when the world trains you to perform. I am not an audience that must be impressed. I am a father who loves to be with his child. Put down the script you think will earn applause. Pick up the conversation that lets you breathe. Presence will do more for you than performance ever has. I am fighting for you in your sleep. I will bless your dreams with parables that heal and with scenes that release. Nightmares may knock. They do not own the house. I have the keys. I will sit by the bed as long as it takes for your sleep to remember safety. I am fighting for you when your prayers are a single word repeated. Sometimes that is the purest prayer. Help, thanks, mercy, come. I built heaven to hear short sentences spoken with long trust. Do not apologize for being simple. I am not counting syllables. I am counting surrender. I am fighting for you when you walk into stores, schools, clinics, offices, and all the ordinary places where life happens. I send angels without uniforms. A receptionist who smiles, a nurse who lingers, a teacher who notices, a clerk who jokes at the right time. These are not accidents. They are arrows of kindness. I am fighting for you in the math of enough. Enough is not smaller than you fear. It is wiser than you think. Enough frees you from pretending. Enough lets you give without being a hero and rest without being a failure. I will teach you the secret of enough until contentment becomes your climate. I am fighting for you when you choose truth that costs applause. You will not be alone. I will stand so near that your pulse will learn my pace. Integrity is armor that fits without bruising. Wear it. You will find that it makes ordinary days lighter and hard days possible. I am fighting for you where apology needs courage. Say the sentence, I was wrong. Please forgive me. Then repair what can be repaired. I will tend to what cannot, and I will protect your humility from being exploited. Humility is not weakness. It is alignment. Aligned hearts can carry weight without cracking. I am fighting for you as you bless your future with small prophetic acts. Set the table as if guests will come. Lay out clothes as if health will return. Save a little as if provision will multiply. Plant a seed as if time will be your ally. These are acts of agreement with goodness. Heaven attends to agreement. I am fighting for you when you walk into morning and forget to worry first. Worry will suggest that you are irresponsible without it. Smile gently and decline. Worry is not your manager. It is a noisy coworker you no longer listen to. Let peace assign your tasks today. I am fighting for you by rewiring your reflex from catastrophize to consult. Before you forecast doom, ask me. I am not a reluctant advisor. I will give wisdom generously and without making you feel small. Ask in faith. Use what I give. Return for more. This is collaboration, not control. I am fighting for you at the hospital bed and at the kitchen sink. My presence does not rate moments by spectacle. If it matters to you, it matters to me. If it is small to others but heavy to your heart, I carry it with dignity. Nothing is beneath me except pride and cruelty. I am fighting for you when you are bored. Boredom is not the enemy. It is the canvas. Paint something kind on it. Write a note. Clean one drawer. Learn one psalm by heart. Sit quietly long enough to hear a sparrow. Boredom becomes a doorway when gratitude walks through it. I am fighting for you in the precision of timing. Delay is not my absence. It is my artistry. I am aligning more than you can count so the gift lands when it can be stewarded with joy. I would rather be accused of slowness than of carelessness. Trust the carefulness of my love. I am fighting for you when you read headlines and feel small. Pray a measurable prayer. Bless one leader by name. Intercede for one neighborhood. Support one work of mercy. Small faithfulness scales better than fear. I turn loaves and fishes into banquets. I can turn your small into more than enough. I am fighting for you by teaching the difference between surrender and collapse. Surrender is strength giving its consent to love's leadership. Collapse is despair refusing to stand. I will never ask you to collapse. I will invite you to surrender so that you can stand better. I am fighting for you when a door closes and shame calls it failure. Not every door is your door. I close some to protect your peace and your pace. I open others to stretch your courage in the right direction. You will not miss what is yours when you walk with me. What is yours will recognize you. I am fighting for you when you practice saying no without a speech. No is a complete sentence. It protects yes. You do not owe a thesis to everyone who wants your time. Stewardship is not selfishness. My yoke is easy and my burden is light because I fit it to your frame. I am fighting for you by giving you friends who love you for your presence, not your performance. They will sit with you in quiet and call you back when you drift. They will laugh easily and apologize. Key.